Okay, see here, and why we are going to open in case of theoretical one, we are going to open at TDC. Okay, the intake valve is going to open at TDC, and when we are going to close the intake valve at bottom dead center. Okay, and during compression power stroke, they are going to be closed. That means they remain in closed position. And coming to the exhaust valve, when we are going to open it, exactly when the piston is at the bottom dead center, then the exhaust valve is going to open here. Okay, and next coming to exhaust valve, when it is going to close, when the piston is at top dead center, then the exhaust valve is going to close exactly at top dead center. Okay, exactly at 720 degrees it is going to close. Okay, that is theoretical, but the actual is different. Okay, we already discussed about the actual one. What, why we need to change than the theoretical one? Okay, in theoretical we are going to open and close at particular timings, and coming to the actual one, we are going to vary those. Okay, why we need to vary this intake and exhaust valve opening and closing? Why? Because to improve the efficiency. For suppose if we open exactly at top dead center, then the efficiency is going to decrease. Okay, so we need to change that timings. Okay, we need to change inlet valve opening timing, exhaust valve opening timing, inlet valve closing timing, exhaust valve closing timing. All these we need to change to improve the efficiency. Okay, so how can we improve the efficiency by opening these earlier or closing somewhat later? Okay, so now we are going to know why we are going to open earlier and how it is going to improve the efficiency. Okay, see here, in coming to intake valve opening, whether it may be low speed engine or high speed engine, we are going to open it 10 degrees earlier. That means 10 degrees before TDC to get higher efficiency or to get better performance. Okay, see how it is going to improve the efficiency. Okay, we are going to open 10 degrees before TDC. Okay, just to ensure that while it reaches top dead center, okay, to completely open the inlet valve, it will take some time. Okay, to come for the complete opening of inlet intake valve, it will take some time. Okay, so just to ensure that, okay, just to ensure that while the piston reaches TDC, it should be completely open. Okay, so that's why we are going to open 10 degrees before. That means we are going to start. Okay, we are going to start the opening of intake valve. Okay, so if we start before 10 degrees of TDC, then when the piston reaches top dead center, okay, then that means it is going to completely open. Okay, it will become completely open for the intake, for the air fuel mixture. Okay, so we are going to open the intake valve just before 10 degrees of TDC, just to ensure that while the piston reaches TDC, it is going to come, it is going to be opened completely. Okay, so when the piston reaches TDC, the intake valve is completely open now. Okay, why? Because it will take some time, okay, to open. Okay, there will be some lag, okay, for opening, from partially open to completely open. Okay, so to ensure that, okay, to completely open the top dead center, it will take some time. So that's why we are going to open just 10 degrees before TDC. So to confirm that while the piston reaches TDC, we are going to open the intake valve completely. Okay, so that is the use of opening intake valve earlier, so that whenever the piston reaches TDC, all at once the air fuel mixture is going to get into the combustion chamber, so it will improve the volumetric efficiency. Okay, so the breathing capacity is going to improve. Okay, so that's why we are going to open 10 degrees before. Okay, whether it may be high speed engine or low speed engines, for both the uh, types of engines, we are going to open just before 10 degrees BDC only, just to ensure that to completely open the piston. Okay, to completely open the intake valve when the piston reaches top dead center. Okay, so that's why we are going to open 10 degrees before TDC. Okay, next coming to the intake valve closing. Okay, we need to close in case of low speed engines, we need to close 10 degrees after BDC. Okay, and in case of high speed engines, we are going to close 60 degrees after BDC. Okay, why we are going to close 10 degrees? That means why we are going to take 10 degrees more time to close this intake valve. Okay, in case of low speed engines, whatever the air fuel mixture which is going to come into the combustion chamber, okay, that is going to have, since it is low speed engine, the air fuel mixture which is going to get into the combustion chamber is going to have very low speeds. Okay, so because of that low speeds, there will be a chance, okay, if we open for more time, okay, if we open that intake valve for more time, what is going to happen? There will be a chance of see here what is going to happen during this compression stroke. The piston is going to move from bottom dead center to top dead center. That means the volume is going to reduce. That means the piston is going to move upwards. Okay, because of that pushing of air fuel mixture, what is going to happen? Okay, because of low inertia, all the gases, that means there may be chance of escaping these gases into the intake manifold again. Okay, they came in through the intake manifold into the combustion chamber, but we need to restrict them. Okay, but if we open, okay, if we remain this intake valve for more time, what is going to happen here? Okay, there may be chances of air fuel mixture getting again into the intake manifold. They will reverse again into the intake manifold. Okay, so we need not that. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so that's why to restrict that, okay, to restrict that, we are going to close the intake valve earlier when compared to high speed engines. Okay, since the air fuel mixture, the speed of air fuel mixture which is going to get into the combustion chamber is going to have very low speeds. Okay, because of low speeds, there will be low inertia, there will be no opposing force. Okay, for this low speed engines, low speed air fuel mixture, there is no resistance. Okay, so they simply, because of piston movement towards the gases, all these gases, there may be chance of escaping to the intake manifold again. Okay, so that's why we need to close as early as possible. Okay, so as early as possible we need to close that. Okay, but here we are going to take more time. Okay, is there, sir, you said here there may be chance of escaping gases here, and you are saying we are going to close it. So that means we are going to take more time to close it. Okay, so here the difference is, in case of high speed engines, whatever the air fuel mixture which is going to get into the combustion chamber, it is going to have high velocity. That means with high speeds they are going to get in. Okay, so because of that high speeds, okay, even the piston is going to push those air fuel mixture upwards. Okay, because of that high speeds coming into the combustion chamber, okay, there will be resistance force opposed. Okay, because of high force, there will be no such effect. Okay, the air fuel mixture is not going to get back into the intake manifold. Okay, so that's why we are going to open that for more period. Okay, so how we are going to improve the efficiency if we open it for more period? Okay, we can accumulate more air fuel mixture. Okay, in case of SI engines, we can accumulate more air fuel mixture. Okay, if the air fuel mixture is going to be more, then we can get more power. Okay, if we get more power, then we are going to get more efficiency. Okay, so that's why if the volumetric efficiency is high, okay, volumetric efficiency means nothing but breathing capacity of the engine, how much it can breathe, that much efficiency we can get. Okay, so that's why we are going to close after some time. Okay, if we are going to take more air fuel mixture into the combustion chamber, we will get more efficiency. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, but within till we open this, okay, if we open this up to here only, the volumetric efficiency is going to be low. Okay, if we open for more time, more amount of air fuel mixture is going to get into the combustion chamber, so more volumetric efficiency will be there. Okay, depending on that, thermal efficiency and brake efficiency is also going to be high. Okay, so we need to open it for, if we open it for more time, we will get more efficiency. Okay, why? Because the air breathing capacity, that air fuel mixture coming into the cylinder is going to be more. Okay, if the input is more, output will automatically be increased. Okay, So that's why, but here in this low speed engines there will be no much inertia, that means there will be no such opposing force to the piston force. Okay, so there may be chances of leaving the gases into the manifold, intake manifold. Okay, but here in this high speed engines, of course the speed of air fuel mixture is also high. Okay, so it can resist whatever the air fuel mixture with high speeds coming into the combustion chamber is going to have high inertia. Okay, if the high inertia is there for air fuel mixture, then it can resist the opposing piston force. Okay, whatever the piston is going to try to compress the air fuel mixture. Okay, so that's why there will be ram effect between the air fuel mixture coming from the intake manifold and air fuel mixture opposing from the piston. Okay, so there will be two colliding forces here. Okay, so because of that there may be no chance of escaping the gases into the intake manifold again. Okay, because of this ram compression. Okay, here also there is some force, because of high speed high inertia will be there, and because of that there will be no chances of escaping these gases into the intake manifold. Okay, so and there will be piston force here. Okay, and in opposite direction. Okay, because of that piston force and this air fuel mixture coming from the intake manifold, they will oppose each other, and there will be ram effect, and because of that effect there will be within the combustion chamber only. Okay, so because of that sustainable opposing force, there the exhaust air fuel mixture, okay, sorry, the air fuel mixture is not going to escape from the intake manifold. Okay, so that's why we can use more time. Okay, so that more air fuel mixture is going to be get into the combustion chamber, so volumetric efficiency is going to increase. So that's why we are going to use that ram effect, and because of that ram effect what is going to happen, we can let it open for more time, and so that's why we are going to close the intake valve after 60 degrees of BDC. Okay, instead of exactly at BDC, when compared to theoretical cycle. Okay, we are going to close it 60 degrees after BDC, so that there is no problem in case of high speed engines. Okay, if it is low speed engines there may be a problem. Why? Because the air fuel mixture which is going to get into the combustion chamber is not going to have that much inertia. Why? Because the speed is also very less here for the air fuel mixture. Okay, so that's why we are not going to take that much time in case of low speed engines. There may be chances of escaping again. That means the air fuel mixture may get back into the intake manifold. There may be chances in case of low speed engines, but in high speed engines there will be no such chance. Okay, there will be restricting forces. Okay, they can oppose each other. The forces coming from the piston and the force coming from the air fuel mixture is going to be the equal. Okay, so that's why they are not going to leave through the intake manifold. Okay, so we can use that advantage, that ram effect as an advantage, and we can use and we can remain intake valve for more period of time. Okay, so that we can accumulate more, that means we can intake more air fuel mixture through the intake valve, and so that volumetric efficiency is going to increase, and the performance is also going to increase, as the thermal efficiency and brake thermal efficiency also going to increase. Okay, so that is why we are going to take more time to close the intake valve to improve the efficiency, and how I have explained just now. Okay, and coming to the exhaust valve opening. Okay, here in case of low speed engines, we are going to open the exhaust valve 25 degrees before BDC, and here we are going to take 55 degrees. This is high speed engine, and in high speed engine we are going to take 55 degrees before BDC. Okay, see here why we are going to open the exhaust valve. Okay, see, if you open the exhaust valve, the piston, whatever the work done by the piston is going to decrease. Okay, if the exhaust valve is exactly opened here, okay, exactly at the BDC, okay, so it has to take more force. That means the piston require more power to push the gases outside. Why? Because the exhaust valve is not yet open it. Okay, so if it is not open to the atmosphere, so the piston need more force to push those exhaust gases. Okay, see what is the why we have to open the exhaust valve uh, to provide opening for the exhaust gases to get into the atmosphere. Okay, so here if we exactly open the exhaust valve at BDC, what is going to happen? okay, the piston need more force. Okay, the piston need more force to uh, get to push those exhaust gases into the atmosphere. Okay, so but if you open 25 degrees before BDC, what is going to happen? That piston force is going to reduce now. The power required to push those exhaust gases into the atmosphere is going to reduce now. Okay, so that why? Because it is already in contact with the atmosphere. If you open the exhaust valve, it is going to levy to the. That means it is going to open to the atmosphere. So the piston, the work done by the piston is going to reduce now. Okay, so since these are during power stroke only, we are going to open that, and it also improves the of course the power. Okay, the power which is going to be done to the whatever the power which is going to get to the crankshaft. Okay, that is going to be reduced. Okay, see, we are going to open before only, so that will reduce the exhaust gases. Okay, the power required by the piston to push the exhaust gases into the atmosphere will reduce, but the power stroke, during the power stroke, the power produced is also going to reduce. Okay, see, if you open just before this one, okay, the power is going to reduce. Okay, if you open here, the power which is going to push the piston downwards will be higher. Okay, but here the power which is going when we open this earlier exhaust valve earlier, the power developed, okay, whatever the whole power developed is going to reduce. That is disadvantage. Okay, why? Because the total the power which is going to be produced is going to reduce here. Okay, so but the overall work output, but the overall work output is going to increase. Why? Because here the piston is required more force. Okay, here the piston requires um, more force when we open at bottom dead center. Okay, so that's why if we open earlier, that force, the piston force, the power required by the piston is going to decrease. Okay, so total here there will be one advantage and the other is disadvantage. Less power we are getting, but the power required to push the piston, it is going to be advantageous. Okay, so that's why there is advantage, disadvantage. So there will be some variation in the work output, but when compared to opening at opening the exhaust valve at BDC, if we open earlier, okay, so the overall work output is going to increase. Okay, so if the overall work output, if we compare when compared to exactly close opened at bottom dead center, then 25 degrees earlier bottom dead center, here we are going to, if we open earlier, then we are going to get more work output. Okay, if we get more work output, what is going to happen? Okay, efficiency is going to increase. So that's why we need to open 25 degrees earlier in case of low speed engines. Okay, but in case of low speed engines, since the velocity, okay, there are since the very high temperatures are going to be produced here within this high speed engines, okay, we need to open earlier. Okay, why? Because the temperature may increase enormously. Okay, because of that, if you open that combustion chamber to the atmosphere, okay, so that temperatures are going to be reduced. Whatever the temperatures are going to increase, okay, are going to be reduced here. Okay, if we are going to if we are going to give early access to the atmosphere for the combustion chamber. Okay, so the temperature and pressure are going to reduce. Okay, so that will if we for a high speed engine, if we exactly open the exhaust valve at bottom dead center, what is going to happen? Okay, the temperature will be very high and high, which can't be bearable by the engine parts. Okay, so that's why if you open that to the atmosphere, what is going to happen? This exhaust gases are going to be access to the atmosphere. So that means there may be heat transfer between atmosphere and combustion chamber. So whatever the temperatures and pressures which are produced there can be minimized to some extent. Okay, so that will decrease the power output. Okay, so that will decrease the power output, but it will reduce the piston, whatever the power required for the piston to push the gases outwards is going to reduce. Okay, here also there will be advantages and disadvantages, but if we open exactly, if we open the exhaust valve just before 55 degrees of BDC, okay, will give us more advantage. Okay, total work output is going to increase now. Okay, of course the power produced is less, but the here it is also reducing the power required by the piston to push the gases outwards. Okay, so automatically the power output is going to be increased here. Okay, total power output is going to be both uh, having both advantages and disadvantage. Okay, here we have more advantages, so that's why more work output is there. So and because of more work output, we are going to improve the efficiency also. Thermal efficiency is going to increase here. Okay, so that's why we need to open the exhaust valve here. Okay, and next coming to exhaust valve closing. Okay, why we are going to close 5 degrees, 5 degrees after TDC in case of low speed engines, and we are going to close 20 degrees after 20 degrees after TDC in case of high speed engines. Okay, see why we are going to close it. Okay, see the exhaust process is going to be done during the exhaust tube. Okay, so there may be chances of if it is low speed engine, there may be chance since the piston is not going to the top of the cylinder. Okay, so there may be chances of some exhaust gases within the cylinder only. Okay, even when the till if the piston, if you close the piston exactly at top dead center, there may be chances. Okay, there may be chances of exhaust gases remain within the cylinder only. Okay, so to ensure all the gases leave to the atmosphere, that means to get into the atmosphere, if we provide some more time. Okay, so all the exhaust gases are going to leave into the atmosphere. Okay, so there may be chances of mixing, there may be chances of mixing air fuel mixture and also this exhaust valve. Okay, so if there is a mixing of air fuel mixture and exhaust valve, what is going exhaust gases, what is going to happen? Okay, it the combustion which is going to affect the combustion here. Okay, there may be incomplete combustion here, so we need to close as early as possible. Okay, so we are going to provide opening for the, that means we are giving much time for the exhaust gases to leave, that means to leave completely, to leave the exhaust gases completely into the atmosphere. Okay, but in case of low speed engines, this much time is sufficient. Okay, 5 degrees after TDC is sufficient. Okay, if you open it for more time, okay, what happens, there may be chance of mixing air fuel mixture and exhaust gases. Okay, one way it is also advantageous. Why? Because these exhaust gases will warm the incoming air fuel mixture. Okay, whatever the fresh charge is there, that fresh charge is going to get some pressure and temperature what we required in the previous in the next stages. Okay, ultimately what we are doing, we are going to improve the pressure and temperature. Okay, there may be advantage also, but there is also disadvantage. Okay, if it is if it is mixed anonymously, that means if there is more mixture between exhaust gases and air fuel mixture, what is going to happen, the combustion is going to be incomplete. Okay, the combustion is going to be incomplete because of residual gases. Some ash may be also there. Okay, if ash is there, the combustion is not going to be the complete, there will be incomplete combustion. Okay, so that's why we need to close it as early as possible. Okay, but we need to give time for the exhaust gas also to completely escape from the cylinder into the atmosphere. Okay, so that's why we are going to close just after 5 degrees of TDC in case of low speed engines. But here in case of high speed engines, the inertia is high, so they may not leave that easily. Okay, so that's why we are going to provide more time. Okay, we are going to provide more time for the exhaust gases to leave to the atmosphere, so that we can ensure that all the exhaust gases are going to leave the combustion chamber into the atmosphere. So all the exhaust gases, we are going more time to completely exhaust the exhaust gases within the cylinder. Okay, so that's why we are going to close. Okay, so there is also an advantage here also. Okay, it may warm, that means it may slightly increase the temperature and pressure of air which is a fresh charge which is going to get into the combustion chamber. That means fresh air filled mixture which is going to get into the combustion chamber, it is going to increase the pressure and temperature. Okay, the remained exhaust gases will increase the pressure and temperature slightly. Okay, if it is going to excess, what is going to happen, there may be some ash. Okay, that may be problem. Okay, which leads to incomplete combustion. Okay, we need complete combustion for high performance. Okay, and also high efficiency and low emissions. Okay, so that's why we need to close the exhaust valve. We can take more time in case of high speed engines, since the inertia here is high, and also here it may take much more time to leave the gases. Okay, so that's why we are going to close somewhat after TDC of 20 degrees, just to ensure that all the gases has to leave from the combustion chamber. So that's in that way we are going to help to increase the performance and efficiency with the help of this valve timing diagram. Okay, so that is the importance of a valve timing diagram here. Okay, this is very much important. Okay, to get higher to improve the efficiency and performance. Okay, so you need to know this exactly. It depends upon the engine speed also. Okay, depending upon the engine speed, the intake valve and exhaust valve are going to close. Okay, why? Because this crankshaft is going to be in connection with the camshaft. Okay, here what is camshaft? Which is going to regulate the opening and closing of intake and exhaust valves. Okay, so that's why depending upon the engine speed only, these valve timing diagrams are going to behave. Okay, depending upon engine speed, these valve timings, that means intake and exhaust valves opening and closing are decided. Okay, so that's why for every speed there will be automatic opening and closing. Okay, so for every speed, okay, at a 60 kmph, this opening and closing of intake and exhaust valve will be at some particular periods. Okay, but at 70 kmph, that means at 70 kilometers per hour, these valve timings are going to change. Okay, for every particular speed there will be different inlet and exhaust valve opening and closings. Okay, so this is the practically this is the apt method. Okay, we can accommodate. Okay, we can accordingly go with it. Okay, so for every speed there will be change in intake and exhaust valve. Okay, so this is appropriate. So if we accurately open and close the intake and exhaust valves at this particular times, we can get more efficiency. Okay, confirm. Okay, so that is the valve timing diagram here. Okay, next coming to all these, we already know this inlet valve opening 10 for low speed engines. Opening is at 10 degrees before TDC, closing 10 degrees after BDC. Coming to exhaust valve, opening is at 25 degrees before BDC, closing at 5 degrees after TDC. Okay, coming to valve timing diagram for high speed engines, inlet valve opening is 10 degrees before TDC, closing is